Okay, go ahead and open up your top container, and we're going to do the same thing we did on the bottom. We're going to import our tools, make sure they're imported. So we're going to come over here, we're going to select CAM. We're also going to change our units from millimeters to inches if you have not done so already. Please save this right away so we have those settings saved. Manage tool library, just in case you miss this. And you're going to go ahead and highlight, uncheck all, highlight local, and you're going to be able to import on the X drive under CIM Fusion Tools. And again, it's the Delrin lathe container and mill container. You need both sets of tools open. Select open, and you're going to have the tool selected. Make sure nothing else is selected, and exit out. After you have that done, you're going to go to the setup, the same setup operation we did before, a new setup. Again, you need to select a face, and sometimes it's difficult to select. I don't know why. Oh, we're on milling, that's why. Turning, you got to first make sure you're in turning operation and select feature. Right now it's flipping this the wrong way, so sometimes it takes a while to get right. I am not exactly sure why it's putting it on that side, but you need this set up right here in the center, in the front center, and X can be pointing down, Z can be pointing, it has to be pointing that way when you're clicked on the front. You have to double check that. If it's on the back of the part, is not going to work out at all. We're going to have a crash in the machine, so Z has got to be right there. The next thing you're going to go ahead and do is under stock, you're going to do a 3-inch, well, it's got to be 3.125. Length is going to be 1.5 inches altogether, and again, we don't want it centered. It has to be offset. We're going to do an offset of 0.05, and it looks like it's still setting this as the top of the feature, and we have a 1/2 inch in front, so what we're going to end up doing is we're going to go 0.45. Now the tricky part about this is because I had to flip the Z, my numbers off, but what you want is basically 50 thousandths or so right there, so we can face off the end of the part and clean it all up. So we should be good with 0.045 or 0.47. Then we got to go to the post process. We got to put a program number in. I'm going to do 41 because we already did 40. Program comment, lathe top container, top lathe. Offsets, well, we're good there, so we're going to go ahead and select OK, and we have our second setup done. So our first setup and second setups are now complete. If you click here on setup, you can see this one is all set, just a little bit out in front. If you click on this one, same thing is true. If we click select setup, the Z is just a little bit in front with a little bit of gray area with plenty in the back. So go ahead and select save, and you are now finished with your second operation setup.